My goal for this year was just to be consistent. It wasn't to hit a certain amount of subscribers, get a certain amount of views. It was just to be consistent. So ordering like great equipment. I was like, the sound needs to be great. The quality needs to be great. I need to have all the things. And so I'm getting ready to start filming, and the audio is real finicky. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I spent money on this camera, barely know how to work the camera. Hello everyone, welcome back to Brianna Thazard's Journey. I'm here with another episode, and so today we are going to be talking about why I started my YouTube channel, what took me so long, and just my overall experience thus far. And can we give a round of applause for posting every Sunday this month? Oh my goodness, I am so proud. My goal for this year was just to be consistent. It wasn't to hit a certain amount of subscribers, get a certain amount of views. It was just to be consistent. So far so good. It's only the first month, but listen, there were a lot of roadblocks. So let's get into it. So I've been wanting to do YouTube, I would say, for the last couple of years. Like it's been some time. I've been telling my friends, like, I want to do a YouTube channel, but I knew that I didn't want to do like a vlog setting where I'm, basically a day in a life, or I'm going out to eat and I'm walking around with the camera. I didn't want to do that because I felt like, okay, first of all, those are a lot of the YouTube videos that I watch. So my favorite influencers, they do that. They go around, they walk. But for me, I just was like, I want those times to be sacred when I'm out with friends, when I'm out with family. Like, I just want it to be me and them. And I just kind of want to share more so about things that I've learned. Like, I feel like I have such good conversations with my friends, and sometimes I just want to share that with people. And so that's why I said, okay, when I do YouTube, I want to be in kind of like a more sit down setting. People will say this is a podcast, but we're going to get into that too. So first off, of course, a lot of times with your favorite YouTubers, they start on their iPhone. And so I was like, okay, well, the YouTubers that I follow, started following them when they got to the point where they were having top technology, like quality was perfect, everything. So here I go, ordering like great equipment. I was like, the sound needs to be great. The quality needs to be great. I need to have all the things. And so I'm getting ready to start filming, and the audio is real finicky. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I spent money on this camera, barely know how to work the camera. The camera not working how I wanted to. The audio interface or whatever is not working how it's supposed to. The microphone's not working how it's supposed to. Even the tripod, I couldn't get the tripod on correctly. I was like, and this was in December. I'm like, okay, my goal was to post every Sunday. January is it. If I procrastinate and don't do this, I don't know when I'm gonna have this thing out, because I've been talking about this thing for years. So I was like, you know what? My favorite YouTubers started YouTube on their phone. I said, let me see what this iPhone can do real quick. I pulled out my phone and I was like, this will do. This will do. Like, I of course, I'm gonna get to the point I have to have somebody help me set all this equipment up. But until then, we're gonna get this iPhone work. And so let me give you a little bit about my background. So my family, they're so supportive, and they were like, okay, well, I told them, I've been wanting to do, I started out saying like a podcast or some type of YouTube channel, and I want to make sure I have a really nice background. So for Christmas, they surprised me with a podcast/YouTube room. And so this is the background that you see. So I'm so thankful to our interior decorator, Dariki. If I get her information, I'm gonna put it in the link, in the comments or whatever. I'll put it there. And I'm just so thankful for this beautiful background. So at least I have that. But it's gonna all come together. So yeah, let's just talk about why it took me so long to start YouTube. One, I felt like, what the heck am I gonna talk about? Of course, I'm always learning things in life. Of course, I'm, forever evolving. But I just felt like, one, I just don't feel like I have enough to say. So that was one. Two, I felt like I needed all this equipment in order to be able to execute. Little did I know I got all the equipment, it didn't work, and then I'm using my iPhone. So there's that. Another thing was for me, I'm the type of person that fluctuates in weight like nobody's business. Like I am up and down. Like I'm praying 2024 that I'm more consistent with just maintaining. But so there'll be some times where I just didn't like how I looked in the camera. So I'm like, if I don't like how I look in the camera, I am not about to post a YouTube video. That's crazy to me. And so always having that challenge, and then also feeling like, okay, I do feel like I have something to say, but I feel like I would just want a little bit more life. Like I would want, maybe there's some more lessons that I could learn. Like it was just always an excuse. And so I'm just glad that I got to the point where I was like, I came out of a crazy year and I was like, you know what, I'm going after everything. I'm going to start that YouTube channel. I'm going to just get back on track with things on other projects that I just left to the wayside. And so that's how I got here. So of course, it's just me. And so that's why it's called Brianna Thizard's Journey, and just talking about just really how I evolved my life so far, what I've learned, what I'm aspiring for. And so really for this channel, it's really just, of course, with any channel, you have your own targeted audience. So of course, just building a community of people who are just evolving, whether that's in your faith, in your finances, in your relationships with yourself, because that's what my journey is about. There's so many different parts of me that I feel like has evolved so much. And so I just want to attract those who are on that same journey. And I'm just so excited to see how far this takes me. I also feel like, I don't know how long YouTube is going to be around for, but I'm just thinking like, imagine if my great grandparents had a YouTube channel and I could look at their videos and see like where they were in life, what were their thoughts, what were they going through? Maybe they were just vloggers and going around. Like, how cool would that be? Like, I also feel like I want this for my future kids. I don't know if YouTube would be around, but it would be so cool if they can look back and be like, wow, this is how my mom was in her late 20s. Or like my great grandkids are like, man, my great grandma was that girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I think that would be so dope. So hopefully YouTube is around for a long time, or there's some way for the videos to, I'll save the video somewhere. But no, I think this is really dope. I'm super excited to just grow the channel, but mostly stay consistent. This is kind of me proving to myself, like, you said you wanted to do it, let's do it. Let's be consistent. Let's talk about this journey. I'm so excited to meet other creators, people who are starting their YouTube channels, people who are already well established in the content creation YouTube life. And so that's my main thing, is just seeing it grow and then seeing myself grow. And I think it's also kind of like a video diary for myself, and just being able to see like, man, in the beginning of 2024, this is where you were. And then by the time the end of the year hits, just seeing like where I am at the end of the year, what are the lessons that I've learned, what are the perspectives that might have changed from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Because one thing I've learned is these 20s are like forever. It's like the woman I was at 21 versus now, who was that woman even? Like the woman I was last year versus now, who was that woman? So there's so many changes. And I'm always wondering, like, is this going to be in the 30s and the 40s and the 50s? Is it going to be the same? Or do you get to a point where you're like, okay, like things are, I don't want to say stagnant, but it's not so much change? Because these 20s, oh my God, I feel like my perspective on probably every part of life has changed. And so, yeah, this is more so just my evolution, where I'm going, what I'm aspiring to do. Again, just building a community of people who are evolving. We'll be talking about my faith journey and talk about money as well, because I love talking about finances. I'm a podcast junkie when it comes to finances. Oh my God, I love it. Talk about real estate as well, and my journey as being a realtor and now turning into real estate investor. Just career-wise, relationships, self-journey, body image, fitness, and just my overall journey, just where I've been in life. And so I'm super excited for that. And just to see, I'm just excited, like, okay, from now until the end of the year, I just can't wait to see, and I can't wait to share as well. And I pray that this reaches whoever it's supposed to reach, and that everything continues to get better. Of course, this is Give Me Grace. I'm new to this and things are going to get better over time. Of course, I'll get my equipment up and running, but for now, I was like, girl, you said you're going to do it. Stick to your word, and we're going to put this stuff out. So, I'm just, I'm thankful that I've gotten to this point where I finally got to that journey of starting the YouTube channel. And again, I feel like I'm on YouTube more than I am on anything else. And my favorite YouTubers are so consistent. It's ridiculous. So I want to keep that same energy. Like, what day that video is coming out. Like, they don't play. So, I definitely want to do that as well. So yeah, and then also want to share the journey. I mean, of course, I'm not going to be showing you like my everyday life. Of course, you can follow me on TikTok and on Instagram, but also, I'm bi-coastal. So I travel between Houston, Texas, H-Town, and Prince George's County, Maryland. So I'm originally from Prince George's County, Maryland, and I'm in Houston. So I'm a bi-coastal girl. So, of course, with my ties to Prince George's County, all my family is pretty much here. My nonprofit is here, and then I have a life in Houston. So, just talking about that as well, being bi-coastal, building a nonprofit, working on myself, which is forever going to happen. And yes, so thank you for subscribing in advance to my YouTube channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what are some things that you would be interested in talking about, and just where you are in your evolution. Like, what are some thoughts that have changed? Like, for me, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to money, when it comes to just the overall mission and vision of my life has changed. So what has changed in your life? But thank you again. If you know of anybody who may be interested, if you have other friends like me who are obsessed with YouTube and always looking for new things to watch, and they'll be interested, and you think that these videos may resonate with them, please share with them. But there's so much more to come. There's a new YouTuber in town. So again, this is Brianna Thazard's journey, and I will see you again next week. So have a great week.